What do you think that dash is? So we the day that we're born, the day that we pass away, it's that time in between. Start that in your 20s and experience the most. I'm going to pop off for a minute. And Jake, go ahead and talk about your company. You're going to talk about the first classification of monkeys, and then I'll come in a bit.
Okay, thank you.
Jake, what are the classifications of monkeys? Yeah, you got me all turned around now. I got to try and figure this out. So I got my pen and I got my paper here, so I'm ready to study up. Talk to us, Jake. What is this about?
Hi.
Monkey
Hey.
classification.
Yeah. That's me. Hi, Robin. Hi, everyone.
Very
Welcome,
well,
welcome to
Jake.
this wonderful podcast. You know, it's we're going to be talking the monkey talk today, and of course, I am stationed in Belize,
Ah,
and right, and being in Central America, we have this wonderful sunshine. It's tropical. It's just beautiful. There's lots to see whilst in the country. Not only monkeys, but you can visit Maya cities. You can visit caves. We can do zip lining, one of the longest in the Central American area, which is like over 1 mile in length. Things
wow.
like those. You know, the thrill is there, and the action is there, the adventure is there, soft adventure, extreme adventures if you like, but whatever. We offer a lot of family packages, which include 7 days of wonderful visits to Maya ruins. We visit the Maya ruins. We go to caves. We do the zip lining. We do the Belize Zoo day and or night. All right, it depends on you. And then we go to do waterfalls, and then we end up on the beach. We go to the island and we snorkel with the big sharks that are out there. And after snorkeling with the big sharks, we then head on over to a place known as Secret Beach to spend the rest of the afternoon and, of course, enjoy the warm tropical sun, the beach, and lots of Caribbean music. And if you are a party goer, you can party right there on the beach. But if not, you can just chillax and enjoy the water. It's crystal clear, 85% visibility. So you can see all around you. And it's just awesome. So sometimes you should pay a visit. Anyone, welcome, welcome. Feel free to get in contact with us. We are Belize Grand Jaguar Tours. All right, we've
Belize.
been in existence.
Are you
Yeah,
right at the
Belize
coast?
Grand.
Where are you located at in Belize? Belize is like
Right.
right on the coast of between Guatemala and the
Mexico.
islands, kind of the Yucatan Peninsula, the base of the Yucatan Peninsula.
Right, that is so true. We are smack in the middle between Guatemala to the west and south of us, and as well Mexico in the north. So we're just a stone throw away, a 2 hour flight over. We can meet you at the airport for you to enjoy your package. Your tour guide, tour director will never leave you. He or she will be with you for your entire stay, duration of your stay. You don't need to worry about anything. All right. And we will provide you with your hotels and your tours, your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner. We can afford that as well. And after your tour is over, your tour guide will then take you back to the airport and make sure that you are safely on your aircraft heading back to your hometown, wherever that is in the USA or any part of the world. That's
Very,
us.
very
Yeah.
cool. It looks like a beautiful place. I don't think enough people understand where Belize is. I've always, for some reason in my head, I always thought Belize was an island. I didn't realize it was just a coastal nation, right? Right tucked in there by Guatemala and just north of what is that? Honduras. I mean, it's kind of cool. Maybe I can put a
Yes.
map up here. Cindy, can I put the map up? Can I present?
Yes, it is.
Let me
And
see.
don't forget that to the north of us is where Mexico is, and right above Mexico is the USA.
Right. So yeah, I was going to show that real quick. Since Cindy's going to let me take control here. Cool. So
Sure.
this is Belize right in here.
That's
Right.
us.
So here we got if we zoom back, here's the United States, and here we
Yeah,
are in Georgia, where all these little dots are. And
correct.
then Mexico comes all the way down. And this is something that I didn't understand is that Mexico comes all the way down here and wraps back up into so Yucatan is in Mexico.
Correct.
Okay, see, that's something else I don't think a lot of people understand is that Mexico
Wow.
is not, it doesn't just end right here. It wraps all the way down around and comes up to the Yucatan. And
That's
then
right.
Belize is this country
Just
right
just
here.
a little dot right there. Yeah, we are
There
that
it is.
tiny little space.
There it is. Okay.
Just that.
Pretty
But we are
cool.
mainly focused on the mainland.
All
They
right.
are
All right.
mainly
Well, now
focused.
tell me about the first classification of monkeys.
All right. Well, first of all, we have the Yucatan black howler monkey. All right. I believe it's called the Aluata pigra in Latin, but don't need to get into all of that stuff. And that monkey um was quite the population was quite big many years ago. But again, in the 1950s, Central America, including Belize, we suffered from a case of yellow fever, which declined the population. Let us say from 100%, it went down to 30%. And that declination is not only as a result of the yellow fever, but poaching. All right. However, we have had many primatologists coming to our country to do studies, and they selected this Yucatan black howler monkey because of the uniqueness of it. And we find that it was such a small population in comparison to the other population of the other monkeys. And people were hunting these guys as pets, and they are not good pets. I can safely tell you that for
Mm.
sure. However, a group of villagers got together and set aside tracts of land for these monkeys to just enjoy without being molested by man nor by animals. So today, we are seeing an increase. We now have, in the days of the past, 30%. Today, it's close to 100% and growing in population.
Ah,
So we
very
have
good.
relocated throughout the whole country now, approximately around 3,000 families throughout the whole country.
Nice.
So, yeah, so we are seeing an increase in their family growth. You know, a troop can have maybe 5, 7, 11 members in a family. There we go. We see a picture right there. All right. That's a howler. Yeah.
Good.
And indeed, we are happy because we can see the population increasing, which is great. They rarely, if ever, come down to the ground, and they are not like their cousins. These are herbivores. All right. And so they eat a lot of the twigs and small fruits, which gives them just a little bit of sugar in their body to give them energy. 70% of the daytime, these guys are asleep, and 30% of the daytime, they are up. And what is unique about them is that very loud, raucous, howling song that they make in their throat area. You know, their throat bone is a hyoid bone. And you find that um, when they start to make that loud rasping song, it grows louder and louder. If you don't know what it is, I'll tell you what, you might get confused and say, well,
It'll
a
bother you,
jaguar.
huh?
Yeah, they will howl at you. Yes, they will. And once the dominant male starts howling, guess what? The others picks up and everybody's howling off on a
Oh, there it
it's the
is.
howling off on a fear. When they start howling at you, I can tell you. But they are so wonderful. We are seeing a great increase in these lovely, lovely little guys. I can tell you that. There are strict laws in place, you know, for all our wildlife, including these guys. Wherefore, you're not allowed to hunt them, none whatsoever. And if you're caught, you will be paying some big fines and spending some time in our jails. And I don't think we want to go there. So, you know, there we have a troop. Cindy showing, or you guys are showing a troop up there.
Yeah, well, this is actually a video, and it says it's the sound of the howler monkeys. So I want to see if we can make the sound come through. So
Sure,
I'm going to stop sharing, and then I'm going to reshare and make sure I put the sound on it. Let's see if we
sure,
can make this happen. I'd love to see if we can. Some screens that you share the audio. Look for the share audio checkbox. Okay, entire
sure.
screen.
All
Yeah,
right ahead.
share the system audio. Here we go. All right, so we're going to do this one. Share the audio. There we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. You ready? I'm going to play the howler monkeys sound. Sometimes you can hear this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's some demons right there.
Can you just imagine walking in the rainforest, visiting a Maya city, and they're right above you, howling at you?
No, at night, right?
It will
Listen to
scare
that.
you. It will scare you, I can tell you.
And
Yeah.
that's just 4 or 5 of them.
Oh,
Imagine if there was,
listen to that.
100 of them.
Ay, ay, ay. I tell you. It's a lot of fun though.
Wow,
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. These
wow.
guys, these guys would allow you to, go underneath, and that's when they start being very mischievous, pooping and peeing on you and throwing their poop at you. These guys will do that at us. Yeah.
That's the
But
guys, huh? That's how they
yeah,
get their fun.
yeah. Always one dominant male, and once he starts, then everyone else continues on. The female, she does the same, and the little babies will start doing it at you. At
Wow.
times when we are visiting, sometimes the babies are very curious, and they would come right down next to you, and I would tell the people, don't touch him, or if you touch him, everybody's gonna howl at you.
Yeah.
He can touch you, so he reaches with his little finger and he touches you. That's okay.
Yeah.
But when you try to reach and touch him,
They're all going to start screaming.
woo, yes, everybody starts howling, howling, howling. You can hear them off in a distance approximately 1 mile away. They're so low. They are very wonderful animals, though. They're so cute. I love them, I tell you.
I can just imagine that starts with one female going, "Oh, you didn't touch my baby,"
There you go.
and there it goes.
There you go. And the whole family then starts shouting at you and howling at you.
Hmm,
I tell you. But the
that's
bone
funny.
inside the throat shaped like a guitar. It's shaped like a number eight,
Okay.
like that. And it
Okay.
has that hole in the center.
Yep.
So when he howls, it resonates. And the more he howls, the louder it gets. That's why it sounds so loud. And he will howl for various reasons. One, he will howl if the weather is going to change from maybe a cooler night to a rainy night. He will howl to alert everyone else. He will howl if there's a predator in the area, and that would be a monkey and another monkey troop, or a dominant male from a monkey troop, and as well maybe a jaguar, a snake, or man.
Yep.
He will howl, and or he will howl to alert his little harem that there is another group around. So stay with me,
Gotcha.
for he is the dominant male.
Gotcha.
And what is unique about him too is that they may have a little male baby, and when the baby reaches maturity after 2 years, you'll find that they will have a howling of an affair between them. So these guys will be howling at each other, and then the one that stops howling first is the loser.
Ah,
Now, if it is the dominant male that stops howling, he will be taken out from the harem or from the band. But he won't go far. He will be just outside, and then his main function will be just to take the ticks and the fleas off all the monkeys. He will never be able to have another female monkey in his presence anymore. But the dominant monkey, which is the new dominant guy, will make sure that never happens.
and they determine that by who can scream the loudest at
Yeah.
the other one for the
And the
longest
longest,
amount of time.
the loudest and the longest.
That sounds like where they got the idea for American politics from.
There you go. There you go. I tell
Oh,
you.
I got a whole new line of things to talk about now. Howler monkeys pick the leader by who can scream the loudest and the longest. I love that.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much for teaching me about the one classification of
You're,
monkeys, which is the howler monkeys. That is
you're
so
most welcome, Robin.
Thank you, Robin.
very welcome, Cindy. Take care, darling. Good seeing you.
Okay, we'll see you on the other side. Talk to you
Bye-bye.
soon.
Bye.
Bye bye. All right, let's talk spider monkeys.
Spider monkeys. Spider monkeys. Oh, these little guys, they go under the Latin name Ateles geoffroy. All right. Now, let me tell you something about these little guys. Yes, their population was also on the decrease, but we are seeing a wonderful comeback. Visiting Maya cities with these little guys, I can tell you sometimes they are just scurrying in the courtyards, climbing the temples. One of them threw uh, a fruit at me. You see this yellow hat that I have on? I think
Yes.
I think when he saw this, he must have been interpreting it probably as a mango. All right. And everywhere I went on that tour, he kept following me. And
Oh,
eventually he threw a green mango at me, He must
oh
have
no.
wanted to enjoy this mango. But I tell you, we had a great laugh at him. These guys are, their cousins are herbivores. These ones are frugivores, meaning that they enjoy eating fruits. Hence, by eating a lot of fruits, it gives them that energy for them to be scurrying all over and using their tail as a fifth member, and that's a prehensile tail, and they can swing off as they go along wherever they're heading to. And we are seeing a wonderful increase in their population, which is awesome.
Yeah.
You know, so that is so good for them. Again, the fires affected their habitat as well, and we also had to do some rescues on these little guys. Fortunately, though, we enjoyed them, and because they eat fruits, they were able to recuperate quickly, and we simply relocated them. So they were all over. They are all over now. We can see them throughout the length and breadth of the whole country. And our country is not a very large country. Our country is only maybe 8,867 square miles from north to south. And you find that they're all over. We can see them wherever we go. And they are so wonderful to look at. We feed them sometimes with bananas. Yeah,
Yeah, and you're actually on the website. You're one of our preferred vendors. You can see right here. So if
there you
anybody
go.
who's interested in booking and with our collaboration, basically you would just go to my website and there's a digital card there that has all the information about all the different services that Jake provides. You fill out the digital card and
Correct.
we'll quote you and go from there. So definitely one for your bucket list, especially National Bucket List Day is April 24th. So here
Oh,
a few years down the road, it's going to be pretty amazing to be able to create that with Jake and his staff.
sure. I will be very happy.
It's really great to connect. This show is about living your bucket list, but Robin is living his bucket list because he is sharing what to do on Google and being active. If you have a Google account, post at least 3 to 5 times a week. I mean, just like how you do on Facebook. I would say once or twice a day just to kind of get the algorithm going. And of course, Belize, GrandJaguarTours.com. Check it out. And we'll see you here on the other side.